Okie dokie now. Have you ever seen a crack above a door or a window into the drywall? Well, I'm going to show you how to fix those drywall cracks today. So come on in. In today's demonstration, I have a doorway here, and a window here. So first I'm going to start with this one over here. This one was never really finished. Well, it was, and I was working on it and had to tear off the tape because it's a long story. But long story short, this one was never finished. And there's a seam right here that's a crack because there's two pieces of sheetrock meeting. So you might see something like this, and I'll show you how to fix that. This one I'll have to do, and it looks smooth because I skim coated the wall, but there's a seam right here that I have to go over. And that one is the same situation as this over here. It's a little bit different though because somebody's already put tape on it. So you might see something like this too, where you have a crack and somebody put that little mesh tape on there with the little squares and all that sticks, the sticky tape, and it sticks on the wall. Well, that stuff cracks, and you'll see right over here is another example of that mesh sticky tape. And over the years, the mesh tape basically is worthless because right where the crack actually is in the drywall, the mesh tape seems to not do any good. So my suggestion is, I'm making full videos on this right here. I use paper tape. I do use mesh tape, but only on very small drywall holes, like over a very small hole here. You can put that sticky tape on there and do it that way over like a drywall patch job. But I wouldn't recommend doing that mesh tape on things above windows and doors because it will crack for sure. I have evidence of that over and over again. Right here, the paper tape works wonderful. You can see paper tape, and I've done this whole room with paper tape. But anyway, moving on from there, that's my suggestion. Don't use the mesh tape. Now, what I'm gonna have to do above this one here is I'm gonna have to scrape this and this off and get those loose pieces of lead. This is lead-based paint. Get those loose pieces of lead out of there. Once again, the mesh tape cracked right there. So I'm gonna have to put new tape over this. Now luckily that's smooth, so that's not gonna be too much work. Over here, this is what this one looks like. And it's above this door, the front door here. And I'll have to remove all this loose stuff right here, once again, and then put tape over that. And that mesh tape failed once again. And here, I have to scrape some of that lead off and that loose paper tape or mesh tape or whatever. And it might not be mesh tape over here on this one, but it definitely was over there. This is most likely mesh tape, but I will get to scraping that and we'll see. Because once I take this off, I'll probably be able to see what kind of tape that is. So anyway, let me go ahead and scrape those areas, get that chunk off, get any loose pieces of paper, any loose pieces of anything that you can get off, lead, paper, anything that's on there, get it all off to where it's down to this position right here. That's where you want it to be, getting all the things off that are sticking out, loose and flaking out. And I will see you guys back here whenever I get all that stuff scraped out. I'll just be using this actual mud knife, the tool that I'm using to put the mud on. I'm just gonna be using to scrape those off. You could also use the back of a hammer or any other scraping tool, a screwdriver or anything, just to get that out of there. A razor blade, in some cases, you might have to cut it out if it's extremely bad. So go ahead and get all that cut out and I'll see you back here in a second. After digging out the stuff, it's actually gonna look worse before it looks better. You can see, because I had to dig out some of that stuff right there. That one was a little bit worse, and that's what it looks like. And this one was a little bit okay, and this one was the worst, probably, actually. And then there was these two over here, which look quite fine, and everything's ready to go. So now at this point, what I'm gonna do is set you down and show you what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be taking this 6-inch mud knife right here, and this mud pan, this is a 12-inch stainless steel mud pan, a 6-inch stainless steel mud knife, and I've got mud inside that bucket that I've put directly out of this sheetrock little bucket right here. So nothing crazy, you're not gonna have to do anything crazy. Just go get you one of these, and they have boxes of them too, like those boxes right there. It's all-purpose sheetrock mud. And right there's the box, and I got it at Lowe's. Now, moving on from there, we have put that inside this pan directly, and I'm taking the 6-inch mud knife, and I'm gonna be pasting mud on these areas enough to cover every inch of where the tape's gonna be going, okay? So let's do that. Now, because I do not have a mud knife small enough to paste the mud in this little tiny area, this is the best I can do for now to make sure it's all covered. And then you're gonna get a piece of tape and rip it off. Now, because of the situation here, I'm gonna be pressing now a lot of this with my hands. But don't press too hard. There you go. Now this one, same thing. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just pressing down with the mud knife like this, all the way down to get that extra mud out of there. Because I can't actually, my mud knife's too big, even though this is my smallest one. So here it is. Very tight spot. I would recommend getting a smaller broom knife if you can, but here's what it looks like just after putting on the tape, and it's already looking really good. This one over here, same thing. It's already looking really good. It's smooth. You want to get all the bubbles out. You want it to be smooth. You want it to be flush, and you don't want it to take all night drying if you can keep from it with these smaller cracks like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over this again once that dries. I'm gonna move on to these other windows for now and that other door, and I'll see you back shortly. So it is the next day, and I went over this again, done the exact same thing, went over a second coat. Okay, you can see that's drying on the right, it's drying a little bit on the left. This one's dried up pretty good here, so that is good. This one over here I just did, and that's gonna be drying. You can see on the right and the left, it's still wet. These two over here I have not done. I'm gonna show you guys these two in real life right here. I'm gonna set you down. I'm gonna show you guys going over this a second coat, but this is what it looks like just the next day. And then you would go over that again. And I'm gonna do that right now. You can see now these have been sanded. I've went over them just twice, not 3 times. I've went over them twice, and then I've sanded it, and it's looking really good. I'm gonna go ahead and paint that now that it's been sanded, and then I took a broom and swept all the dust off. And once again, here twice, and there twice, and then I've sanded it and took all the dust off. Same thing over here and over there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take a roller, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the paint thing here, and then the PVA primer from Lowe's. That right there is only about $15 at Lowe's. I'm gonna take that primer and there, and that's what I put on the ceiling also. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the walls, and then I will show you guys what that looks like. A lot of work has taken place, as you can see, and I'm still not done yet, but as you can see also, there is no lines above those windows. All those cracks are gone. There's no more cracks. I'll go around and show you that right now. No more cracks above the windows. And you can see I've done a lot of work here. I've got these things. I'm gonna be making separate videos on some of these different things. This backsplash, how to do a rip cut, how to build this, you know, several different things. And you can see, still have a lot of work to do, but you can see the differences of quality from there to here. This is in phase 2, still in phase 2, not quite finished yet. Still looking pretty rough, okay? And then here is phase 1. This is, I've got the ceiling done, you can see, but there's still a lot of work needs to be done. We've got different types of walls, different things. The only thing in here that's done is the ceiling. So we're still in phase 1 here. I'm still in phase 1. And you can see the differences as you walk through here, the phases of the property, how we're gonna slowly get our way to here. If this video was helpful in any way, go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel if you like home improvement videos, and I will see you guys next time.